HBN Sports. Delighted to be joined by Jordan Kawaguchi, assistant captain of the University of North Dakota. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What a whirlwind year it's got to be, Jordan, for you. Last year, you put up 26 points in 37 games. So Coach Brad Berry and the staff give you a letter. Tell me the feeling of when they gave you that letter and what was going through your head.
Obviously it's a pretty big responsibility, obviously, when you're a part of a leadership group like that. But for me, I just kind of took it as, my teammates and my coaches had that kind of respect for me, and I welcomed the challenge, and I felt like it was a pretty good year for us. So, yeah, I was excited to get it. Look forward to this last season. So.
You're pretty understated, Jordan, because you absolutely lit it up this year. 45 points, 33 games. You get nominated for the Hobey Baker Award. That goes to the top U.S. college player. Now, compared to what you must have dreamed of as a little kid skating around maybe the MRC or the ARC in Abbotsford, how close has this played out to the hockey fantasy that you thought of as a little kid?
It's Honestly, it's a lot different. Obviously, growing up, you're kind of pushed towards the WHL side of things, and you're always dreaming NHL. But the WHL is kind of pushed on the Western Canadian players, and the college route didn't really come upon me until probably 14, 15 years old, and I think just open minded and just kind of took it and ran with it, and I'm definitely happy that I came this way. So it's worked out pretty well so far.
Back to University of North Dakota, you guys were the number one seed coming into the postseason, I read, and then the world went absolutely crazy. So, how frustrating is it for you to see this season end this way?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely heartbreaking. Just meeting with the guys that night that we found out our season was over. We sat in the locker room, and it was heartbreaking. It was very emotional, and we felt like we had a chance to do something special, and definitely try and make it to the Frozen Four and win a national championship. And that was taken away. But at the end of the day, we know why it had to happen, and we're all understanding of that. And it just sucks to kind of have it end that way, and know that we had something special, and just got taken away from us. But like I said, we know why it had to happen, and we understand that.
Well, the success you guys had really kind of follows the blueprint this program has had. You look at the guys that have gone there. Now, if you're a Canuck fan, there's Brock Besser, there's Troy Stetcher, Jonathan Taves, TJ O'Shea, Ed Belfour. I mean, the list of NHL stars goes on and on. Are there reminders in the hallway or in the dressing room of the legacy that you guys are carrying on?
Absolutely. You walk into our dressing room and our lounge area and stuff. You see all the names that have ever played here. Uh, Guys that have played an NHL game. They have big pictures of them all over the walls, and we have everyone that's ever played an NHL game. Their name is on the walls of our dressing room, and for us, it's definitely pretty cool to see all the names, and just know that we're carrying on the tradition and culture that those guys ahead of us set, and we definitely feel pretty honored and blessed to do that kind of thing. So um, yeah.
Is that pretty exciting to think that maybe 10 years in the future, some young kid is going to go to school at UND and maybe see a picture of Jordan Kawaguchi, NHL alumni up there on the wall too?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I think obviously that's not your first thought. You're always trying to make it better for the next person, and but it's definitely pretty cool to think that that kind of thing is going to be maybe happen one day. So
There's one big league alumni that didn't go there, but I think might have had an impact in your hockey career, and that's your cousin Devin Setaguchi. Played over 500 games in the NHL. I imagine you would have been pretty young when he started out with the Sharks in 2007. How well or did you know him, and if so, did he have an impact on you?
Yeah, I think just growing up watching him play is definitely kind of made me realize that my NHL dreams can happen for sure, and maybe have a goal to shoot for. But obviously we didn't live that close, so I was able to talk to him once in a while. We went out and visit him or that side of the family a few times when I was younger, but I haven't really been able to talk to him too much the last few years. So, but definitely he was, definitely when I was younger, he was definitely an influence. Just seeing that dreams can come true and kind of set a goal for that for sure.
Now, before you went to junior, you went to Yale Hockey Academy here in Abbotsford, and the quality of guys that they've churned out is pretty impressive outside of yourself. Jake Vertanen, Shea Theodore, Dennis Cholowski, lots of first rounders, and the list keeps growing. What is it about that program you think that helped you get to the next level?
Yeah, well, I actually went there before. They kind of turned it into what it was now,
Oh,
where they
okay.
got into that kind of academy. But I actually went to Pursuit of Excellence in the Okanagan. Actually, I went there for 2 years when I was 14, 15, and yeah, that was where I kind of started out and was able to get out of the house, moved away from home, and went up there for 2 years.
I got to do better research. Sorry, man.
No, you're good. You're good.
Tell me about a few special memories with your time with the Chiefs. A lot of our viewers root for that team. We're based here in the Fraser Valley. Before we get to the games, though, let's talk with the people that weren't your teammates. Who were some of the special people behind the scenes that really had an impact on you when it comes to Chiefs hockey?
Definitely my billet family. Darren and Tracy Francis. Darren actually still does pictures for the Chiefs. He's in between the benches, but definitely those two had a huge impact on not only my life, but definitely my hockey career. It was they were kind enough to let me live with them for 4 years, and actually had my one of my good buddies, Lennon Hoare, move in with us my last
Nice.
year, and yeah, they're unbelievable people. Definitely a big reason why I am today, and yeah, they're definitely huge impact along with so many other people in Chilliwack. I mean, that organization is great, and they have such a good following, and the support that so many people show for that organization, and just shows why there's been quite a few players coming out of that organization and go on to do some good things. So.
Well, there's a reason why if I said the word gooch in Chilliwack, you'd get a huge smile from so many people. You made a lot of people very happy with some big plays. So tell me about a couple of goals or helpers that you were able to jump in there with that stand out for you that you'll always take with you.
Um, Definitely. It was game five. I think it was my second last year. We were playing Wenatchee. We were up 3-1, and um, it was overtime and turned into a power play and was able to pick up a rebound and put it in the net, and I kind of just blacked out after that. And obviously that was a pretty cool feeling, just being able to
That's
celebrate with
awesome.
the guys afterwards. And yeah, it was definitely a cool feeling, and definitely one goal I'll have with me for a while, anyways.
And thanks to YouTube, you don't have to just play it over and over in your mind. You can actually click on a link and watch it, which is pretty neat now too. Uh,
Yeah.
you left a few years before the Chiefs were hosting the RBC Cup. That's the Canadian Junior A Championship. They go on to not only host it, but go on the Cinderella run and win it, despite not winning their league. Were you following what was going on? And if so, was it more pride for or the organization, or was there a little jealousy inside, like, man, that should have been me 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you're a little jealous inside. You always want to win. But no, I'm so happy for those guys. I played with a lot of those guys, and to see those guys get rewarded like that. I was able to see how hard they worked the year before, and I it was just so happy for those guys, not only for the team but the organization and all the fans. You know, they're just it's a top-notch organization, and you know, I was definitely very happy to see them hoist the RBC, and definitely a little bit of jealousy, but you know, I'm super happy
I
for
like the
everyone
honesty.
involved, and yeah, absolutely. I mean, if someone says they're not jealous, they're lying to you. You know, everyone wants to win all the time. So, but no, I'm so happy for those guys, so happy for their organization, and you know, I was able to watch a little bit of it, and you know, they just looked like a really good team that whole little tournament they had there, and yeah, I was definitely very happy for them.
It must have been deja vu because you got Vanny DiBartolo doing the play-by-play with that booming voice, calling out the Chiefs' goals like he did many of yours. It had to be pretty special for you, despite being, you know, many, many miles away. Tell me about your family. You know, mom and dad and the extended family, what they've meant to your journey so far, because it's not just the players that make sacrifices. It's mom and dad seeing their kids go away as young men and then return as men.
Yeah, absolutely. My family has been so supportive. Not only my parents, my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone. They're so supportive, and you know, I wouldn't be where I am today without them. You know, they've done so much just in general, and you know, I can't thank them enough.
Now you're a marketing major at UND, got another year left, and when that's over, I'm assuming you'll have some hockey offers. Is that something you thought about, either playing here in North America or over in Europe?
Yeah, you know, I had a few offers after this last year. Decided to you know, come back to school and get my degree, and you know, just develop as a hockey player for one more year, and you know, hopefully I'll have those offers again next year, and um, you know, make the most of it. So definitely you know, excited for what's to come, but focused on next season for sure.
My bold prediction: you win the Hobie after this year coming up.
Yeah, we'll
Hey
see. I
Jordan, thanks
mean,
so much for doing this, taking Fraser Valley hockey fans down memory lane. I wish you all the best and continued safety in these crazy times.
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
That's Jordan Kawaguchi with us on VBN Sports. I'm Warren Andrews. Thanks for joining us.